अच्छा, ओम शांति, ओम शांति. Attention please. ओम शांति, ओम शांति. अच्छा, कल रात को हाथ उठवाया था.
Last night I'd asked everyone to raise their hands for...
फिर भी हाथ उठा दो. जाने वाला आजकल कौन है?
I'm going to do it again. Who's leaving in the next few days? Today, tomorrow, day after?
आए हुए कौन है?
And those who have arrived in the last day or two? If you could maybe stand up. Maybe stand up, it's easier.
3-4 जा रहे हैं.
Those who've arrived.
ये आए हुए थोड़े हैं. अभी आने वाले हैं.
So these are a few and more are coming.
अच्छा, सुनो. ओम शांति.
Okay, you can sit down.
लंदन वाली सुमन बहन और यहाँ की सुमन बहन, सुनो, कहते ट्रांसलेशन पता नहीं. दीदी मैंने दोनों को ड्यूटी दी है. लंदन की सुमन बहन, यहाँ की सुमन बहन.
Two Suman men, the one from London and Gyan
बाबा की
Sarovar,
लास्ट सीजन है.
have to keep an eye.
10 बातें दीदी आपने मेरे तो मैंने समझा अब योग कराती होंगी. अब वंडरफुल हो, अब वंडरफुल हो. मेरे बाजू आकर बैठो.
Daddy is inviting Didi to
सामने
come
बैठेंगी.
and sit on the stage, but
wonderful
she's
image,
saying
Didi.
that she would love
She
to
said she
just
can
be
now
sitting
to
in front and so that she can see Daddy. And
Acha
Daddy is saying
example
that Didi's a really great example on many levels. If you really wanted to learn how to be, learn from watching her.
अच्छा, 10 बातें करके 3 बारी 4 बारी हमारे बहनों ने लिखा है, भाइयों ने.
Various sisters have been writing up points in groups of 10
उनसे थोड़ी भिन्न होंगी.
about
इसलिए सुबह को ना
according to the different groups that he's been meeting, things she's been saying in classes. But today what that is going to share is a whole new set of 10 things.
वो ऐसी नोट करना
And I want you all to note that
दिल में, दिमाग में.
in your hearts, in your heads.
दिल ठीक है, दिमाग भी ठीक है.
And then you'll see your hearts become okay and your heads become okay.
अगर दिल थोड़ी ठीक नहीं है, दिमाग भी ठीक है.
If there's a little bit of disruption in the heart, it makes the head not work properly. It makes heaviness arise.
दिल में बाबा.
Baba needs to be, when Baba is in my heart, then it's like nothing is a big deal.
जादू है.
Then this is a mantra. There is no situation, no problem.
मेरे साथ बैठा है क्या? अच्छा, ठीक टाइम पर बैठा है. दूसरी बात.
So the second thing,
अभी पुरानी बात.
old
20
things.
साल से देखता आ रहा हूँ. 10 साल से.
When people say, oh, for the last 10 years I've been seeing this, for the last 20 years I've been seeing this. So my big request to you is please, please, things that are not useful to you, that you shouldn't remember them at all.
बात याद आई तो बाबा नहीं याद आएगा.
Because if you remember anything, any situation, you will not be able to remember Baba.
इतना ही प्यारा है.
These days, as much as Baba is loving, to that same extent, he is very detached.
सिखा के समझा के.
He teaches us, he explains, and then he steps back and becomes totally detached.
पर हमारी जो धारणाएं हैं अपने पुरुषार्थ करने के लिए.
And then our dharnas that are essential for our effort.
तो उसमें हमको बाबा को साथी बनाएंगे.
Within that, we need to make Baba our companion.
साखी हो रहेंगे.
And whilst making Baba our companion, we also simultaneously have to be very detached observers. Then our intellect will work well, then we'll be able to play our parts well.
मुझे याद नहीं है, दीदी को याद होगा. दादी प्रकाश मणि पहले आई थी विदेश में, या गुलजार दादी पहले आई थी.
And maybe Dr. Nirmala can remind me who came into foreign lands first, Gulzar Dadi or Dadi Kumarka? Dadi Gulzar. Dadi Kumarka had come in 1977 to the UK, and it was at that time Baba had given the direction for traffic control. And when Dadi Ji arrived to UK, she said, "Do you do traffic control?" I said, "Well, no." And she pulled my ears so much that till today I don't miss traffic control. Once I was here, the song for traffic control went off. Didi looked at me very carefully. She was checking out whether I'd had good yoga, whether I had accurate yoga, and then she showed me a stern eye as if to say, did you do it accurately? And now I see that we have traffic control every hour. You do one at 10:30 and then 11 o'clock again you have to do one. The disciplines that Baba makes for us, those who follow them and those who inspire others or encourage others to follow them, both are wonderful. The whole world knows that. When I went to the United States, we had gone to the UN office. It was a very good place. And there had been an appointment with Princess Basma. And I had been told, don't share any knowledge with her. And I said, okay, I won't. But it was 10:30, and so traffic control, it was traffic control, so I sat in silence. That silence really captivated her, and automatically knowledge started to emerge. But I saw in silence that she was receptive. And many times, in many places, I don't have a watch, but time draws me, pulls me. Even at Amrit Vela, the time pulls me. Next thing, Amrit Vela meditation.
98 and 96 बदलते था जहाँ रहती थी वहीं जो करती थी.
In Tennyson Road, I used to do remembrance. In the room where I was staying in Tennyson Road, and I used to do it well, and I used to do it very accurately. And we used to have a Baba's room next door. And Dadiji had come, and she said, "Why do you not go to Baba's room?" And so since then, I understood that I always go to Baba's room, and maybe occasionally I would have missed that, but actually what I'm trying to say is that to follow any discipline properly is our safety. Today I was quite surprised about something. 5:30 the traffic control goes off, 6 o'clock the traffic control goes off in the evening. In fact, when the song was being performed just now, I didn't realize that it was live. I just kept hearing Baba Baba. And then afterwards I was thinking, well, the ones who make these songs, the ones who sing these songs, how much praise can I give to them? You may know that in my childhood I used to sing lots of songs of praise of God. I used to compose them, I used to play the harmonium and compose the music, and big saints and gurus had heard me. Baba had also heard them. And when I came to Gyan, I said to Baba, Baba, I used to do bhajans, these songs of praise of God. And now I don't do that. And Baba in response said to me, child, people will sing songs that praise your experiences. People will sing songs that praise your experience. And you see how sweet our Baba is. He moves us forward, forward, forward. Like yesterday, Baba said, I make you from worshippers into those who are actually worthy of being worshipped. We used to bow our heads in front of the deities. We used to say, you are worthy of worship, you are free from vices, and now we are becoming like that.
निश्चय और नशे की कमाल है.
This is the wonder of our faith
और नशे की
and our
कमाल है.
intoxication.
निश्चय बुद्धि का है.
Faith happens
बुद्धि
in the
से विजयी
intellect,
बनने में.
and it's the
जो आज बाबा ने
intellect that
मुझे महाराज
enables
के
victory.
लक्षण
Today, Baba also described the
Maharati
qualifications of a true Maharati,
समर्थ संकल्प.
one who has powerful
स्मृति स्वरूप.
thoughts, one who is the
समाधि
embodiment of
संकल्प.
awareness,
संकल्प में
the one whose thoughts
मैं wonder ये
have
practical
power
अभी
in them.
आजकल समझ संकल्प में कई कार्य हुए हैं हो रहे हैं.
Sometimes I'm
संकल्प
witnessing
निमित्त
that
मात्र.
just
वही
one
परा है.
powerful thought
पर
makes
निमित्त
something
बाबा
happen.
दिखाता है.
On the one
तो
hand,
संकल्प
everything is fixed, and
quality वाला रखेंगे,
and
तुम्हारी
then
कमाई है.
Baba tells us, but if you create a powerful thought for it to happen,
जी बाबा,
then you
जी
earn an
बाबा.
income. So
बाबा कहते
all I
हैं,
have to do is
संकल्प
say,
को
yes, Baba.
कभी भी ये कैसे हो सकता.
Never allow your thinking to go into, how's that going to happen? That can't happen. No, everything and anything is possible.
आज मैंने सुना है दादी गुलजार ऊपर आ रही है.
I heard today that Dadi Gulzar is
और मैं
coming
नीचे
up,
जा रही हूँ.
and I'm going down.
वंडरफुल.
It's
अभी
amazing.
दादी आकर के निर्मला बहन पूछना दादी शाम को क्लास कराने जाएंगी ना.
So Dr. Nirmala can check
दादी
with
आई
Dadi
है,
Gulzar whether
वंडरफुल में
she
मैं सुना है.
can
जो
take
भी
class
होगा
this
देखा
evening.
जाएगा. पर भाग्यशाली वो अभी जो आज जाने वाले दादी से छुट्टी लेके जाएंगे.
And
वंडरफुल है.
those who are leaving
कोई
today
कल आज
could
जा रहा
see
है,
if
कोई
they
कल
can
जा रहा है,
take
कल
leave
कौन
from
जा रहा
Dadi
है, आप
Gulzar.
बताओ.
Who's leaving tomorrow?
ठीक है दादी. तो आज शाम को
So this evening perhaps
दादी को यहाँ खींच के बुलाना.
we'll try and
तो
pull
ड्रामा
Dadi
प्लान
here.
अनुसार जो है ड्रामा प्लान अनुसार.
Everything of course happens
पर
according
ड्रामा
to the
प्लान
plan
अनुसार
of the
जो बाबा
drama.
ने पालना दी है.
And the sustenance
इतना
Baba has
अच्छा
given us
गुह्यत्व
according to
पढ़ाया
the
है.
plan of the drama, the depth of
नई नई
study
बातें
He's
रोज सुनाते.
taught us, the new things He teaches us every day.
वंडरफुल है बाबा.
Baba is really wonderful.
आजकल जो अव्यक्त मूल्य चलती है.
The Avyak
ये
Murlis we hear
76 की है,
these
5
days
की है.
recently are the sequence 1975-76 towards the end.
18 जनवरी की है.
We had the one from 18th of January today, 76.
क्या वंडरफुल बाबा.
How amazing is our Baba.
तो बाबा को क्या कहें.
And so
मेरा
what
बाबा या
should we
मीठा
say to
बाबा या
Baba?
वंडरफुल बाबा.
My Baba, sweet Baba, or wonderful Baba.
जो हमारे परिवर्तन के लिए ऐसी बातें अंदर हमारे
Because the things He comes up with to enable us to
अंदर ऐसा
transform,
लगा देता है.
He says such things that
जो
go
भूल नहीं
penetrate
सकते.
deep inside our heart in a way that we can't
मेरा तो
forget
ये
them.
हाल है.
Well, at least
ऐसा
that's
किस्सा
my
है, बाबा ऐसी
condition.
बात सुनाता है.
So what about all of you?
Baba
Do
की
you
बात
have that
की.
experience that Baba sometimes says
कमाल का
things
काम करती है.
that just does wonders
तो
for
मुझे
you?
अपर में उम्मीद नहीं थी कभी कोई कहे.
Sometimes
मैं नहीं
people
कहती हूँ.
say, I really had no
उम्मीद
hope
नहीं
in
थी इतना कोई
myself.
मेरी स्थिति बन सकती है.
I really could not imagine
आज
that my
मुझे कई
stage could
private
be
बताते
so
हैं.
high.
आज मुझे उम्मीदें हैं.
And many souls come to me these days and privately tell me that I really have faith in myself that I can actually achieve a very high stage for myself. Is there anybody like
अपनी
that
गोद
here?
नशा चढ़े.
If you grind your own
ज्ञान को
ingredients, your
बंधन करो.
intoxication will rise. Churn knowledge
प्रैक्टिकल मिलाने के लिए
in order to make it
नशा
practical,
चढ़ता है.
and then your intoxication will rise. You'll
परिवर्तन
see
आता है.
transformation will happen
नशे
for
में
sure.
परिवर्तन आता है.
As soon as there's intoxication, transformation begins.
न भी चाहे तो भी परिवर्तन आता है.
Even if you don't want the transformation to happen, it happens.
और उसमें बाबा के खुद के माँ बाप के मुख से नशे सभी में है नुकसान.
In old days, Baba used to say
एक ही
this
नशा है
word.
नारायण बनने का.
All intoxications lead to
भाई कोई भी
loss
ये अपमानवश नशा है,
except the
पीने का, खाने
intoxication
का, कुछ है.
of becoming Narayan.
जो कोई खाने पीने
So
पहनने का
the
भी कोई नशा है,
intoxication or
उसमें नुकसान है.
of drinking, of
करना
wearing
कोई सारा
fancy
दिया था.
clothes,
बाल बनाने का भी,
having fashionable
चलने का
hairstyles,
भी,
the way you
शू पहनने का
walk,
भी.
the wish to wear fancy shoes or
किसके पाँव में कभी कोई चंपल लूंगा कभी कोई चंपल
I notice some people, they've got all sorts of different slippers, shoes, they're always changing. They've got shoes for this occasion and chappals for this occasion.
बुद्धि को सिंपल बनाएंगे,
we need to really simplify. We need to make our intellects very simple, because the degree to which we become simple on all levels, we can become a sample for others.
जितना यज्ञ में सफल करेंगे,
and the more we give and contribute and use in a worthwhile way for the yajna, Baba is bound to give us a return for that. Today Baba spoke about becoming a donor and a great donor. Baba is the bestower of blessings and the bestower of fortune. First, he is the bestower of fortune. He creates our fortune. Then he becomes the bestower of blessings. He fills our entire lap with blessings. How does service actually happen? On the power of blessings. Didi, I'm asking you, what do you think the service that you're doing, isn't it because of blessing? Those in Gyansur are doing such service, great service. How? It's because of the blessings. It's Baba's place. Those doing the service are Baba's children. Who are we? We're just instruments in this service. If someone were to utter the comment, those who are instruments even do this, that's no good. Never let such words emerge from your mouth. What are these instruments up to? Why are they doing this? If I start picking defects in the instrument souls, be careful, those defects are going to enter you. And Baba referred to this yesterday. There should be no action for which you end up having to cry and repent. My actions need to be high quality actions over a period of time. I need to have accumulated and that I keep getting interest on top of interest in my account of accumulation. In the old days, someone sitting in the corner, and that is saying, this habit of sitting in the corner, not so good. Baba said the other day, what do important people do? They sit right in front. And in fact, you make space for them right in front. You give them a seat. In Sakar Baba's days, I always used to sit right in front of Baba. I've never come, and there was never the situation where I arrived late and I was compelled to sit elsewhere. Always arrived on time before Baba. And Vishwaratan Dada especially was number one in that. He never came in seeing whether there were shoes of other people there, so it was, there was enough people there, but he would be the first. Whether it was in yoga, whether it was for the murli. And so this morning I specially asked Didi to say that I will come at 11 o'clock and I'd love to meet everyone. And sorry I was a bit late because some people were coming to take leave. And of course I had to fulfill their wish to me also. However, with a great deal of love. Actually, this morning I was reading something and I corrected it, and what I had read was the word love. And we have to be very careful when we use the word love, because sometimes body consciousness or physicality can be mixed into love. But the type of love we need to develop is a very spiritual type of love. It's like a love of godly friendship. a love that's very divine, that purifies
बाबा
us.
से दृष्टि लो,
And that's the kind of love that comes through the drishti.
इतना
Take
अंदर
it
से
from
हमको
Baba,
clean करता है.
and you will experience that it just
पांडव भवन में
cleans you
गए,
inside so
मैं 2
much.
दिन जो रही,
I
wonderful
stayed in
अनुभव.
Pandavavan 2 days just now, and it was really a beautiful
अभी हमारी
experience.
अंतिम स्थिति कैसी हो,
What should our final stage
अभी
be like?
बनेगी,
We need to make
तो
that
अंत
now.
गारंटी अंत में रहेंगी.
If we make it now, then we have a guarantee
बनेगी
that at
नहीं,
the
अभी
end
अभी
it
बनानी
will be
होंगी.
like that. And it's not that we have to make it like
Is
that
that
by
right?
the end, but we have to make it like
अभी
that
अभी
now,
बनाए, ये
right
हमारे
now.
अंदर चित्त में ना होंगी.
There should be this
चिंता
like
नहीं,
of
चित्त में ना.
deep, deep concern.
गरी 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 गरी
Like
गरी.
again and again and again,
बाबा
it
कहते खाते
keeps
पीते भी
harassing us that I need to do
जाग
this, I
सकते
need to do this. Like Baba said today, even whilst
सोते
eating
जागते रह
and drinking, and
स्पेशल टाइम टेबल अनुसार भी
you
एक्स्ट्रा
can be
याद हो सकती
remembering.
है.
And if you pay attention to your timetable, you can also find extra time to have remembrance, but remembrance.
कोई कंप्लेन मेरी न करे, न मैं किसकी करूं.
Nobody should complain about me, nor should
कोई
I
करता
complain
है,
about others. And if
तो
others
उसका
do
दोष नहीं है,
complain
मेरा टेंशन
about
खेच
me,
आता है.
then it's not really their fault. It's just them
ये नहीं,
drawing
ये
my
जिसका सदा ही
attention to
complain करता
something.
है.
I shouldn't have an attitude, this person's
गुस्सा है.
constantly complaining about me, because
तो ये
that's
तो
me
तभी तो
expressing
कंप्लेन
anger.
हुई तो रही.
Well, actually, and maybe
Attention
that's the
to it.
reason why they're complaining about you in the
और
first
ये
place.
मानी रहूं.
But if someone does complain, then let me
सुनो
take it
समाओ.
as this is something I need to learn, and let me
सुनाने
listen
कान में
to
सुन-
it, let me
समालिया.
merge it deep
सर्व
inside,
करना.
and say, okay, I need to be more soul
अच्छाई के लिए.
conscious. It's for my benefit that this is coming
अब
my
मैं
way.
किसी की करूं, ये मेरी भूल है.
But if I complain about others, that's my mistake.
शुभभावना रखूं.
Instead, let me
इसमें
just
कोई है,
have good
ठीक हो.
wishes. Whatever is inside somebody, it'll get sorted
मुझसे न
out.
बोलूं, देखा है ये क्या करता है.
Don't come into words and
मेरी
say,
भूल
you see how this person operates? If I do that, to come into
तो
words,
आजकल
that's my mistake.
एक बारी बाबा ने कहा था,
Once Baba had said,
क्या पुरुषार्थ कर रही हो.
what effort are you making currently?
मुझे कहा, क्या पुरुषार्थ कर रही हो.
What effort are you making?
तो मैंने कहा,
And I said,
बाबा कुछ नई बात सुनानी होगी.
I knew I'd had to tell Baba something new.
बाबा को मैं जवाब क्या दूं.
And I thought, what answer should I give to
मैं
Baba?
कर तो रही हूँ, ये भी नहीं कह सकती हूँ.
I couldn't even say, well, I'm making effort.
अब क्या करने का है. बाबा दृष्टि देते,
Baba was
एक
giving
शब्द
me
ही बोलता
drishti.
था.
And he used to do
कभी
this. He
भूला
would just
नहीं
give
है.
drishti and speak one word. And I didn't ever forget that one word.
बच्ची कभी ये नहीं कहना,
He said, child,
ये क्या
never
करता?
say,
तुम्हारा क्या जाता है.
what is so-and-so doing? What is it to do with you anyway?
तुम्हारा क्या जाता है.
What's it to do with you anyway?
बाबा देखता है कैसे.
You think Baba looks in that way?
बस वो तो
Since
भगवान
then,
की मेहरबानी से.
with God's grace, I don't do
और मैं
that.
जो 3 बारी ओम शांति करती हूँ,
And when I say Om
मुझे
Shanti
बड़ा
3
इस बात
times,
का महत्व है.
I have great value and importance for this.
क्या महत्व है. मैं आत्मा हूँ, मेरा
I
बाबा
am a
परमात्मा है.
soul, my Baba
बाबा
is the
समझ दे
supreme
रहा है,
soul,
रोशनी दे रहा है.
my Baba is giving
Light
us
बना रहा है.
light, he's making me
तो
light,
क्या करने का.
and
Might
what
भी दे
do
रहा है.
I need to do? He's
लाइट
giving
बना करके
me
माइट भी दे रहा है.
might, he's making me light first
अब
and then
मुझे
giving me
क्या
might.
करने का.
And
मैं
so,
क्या करता
what
हूँ,
do
ये
I
सब नहीं.
what do I need to be doing? Why is my
ये
finger
ऐसे
pointing
अंगुली करेंगे,
outside
ये
and saying,
अंगुली
what's
चली
that one
चली.
doing?
तो ऐसे अंगुली नहीं होंगी.
If you point one finger outwards, you have
अगर
4
अंगुली
fingers
कभी भी
pointing
यहाँ गई,
outwards,
यहाँ
no,
नहीं.
inwards towards you. And if your
Mark
finger
सुन रहा है
points outwards, Mark, are
मार्क
you
तुम
listening?
अच्छा है ना.
You're very
शाना है
good,
बहुत.
you're very sensible, I know.
उठ के खड़ा हो जाओ.
Stand up,
मार्क खड़ा हो जाओ. मुंह दिखाओ.
turn
ये
around
बाबा
and
का
show
लाडला
your
बच्चा
face.
है.
This is Baba's very lovely, beloved child.
दीदी कभी इसको बताना, ये अनुभव सुना नहीं. वंडरफुल है.
Mark should
बड़ा
come and share
गंभीर
his
है,
experience
शाना
sometimes.
है.
He's very mature,
कभी
he's
complain
very
नहीं करता
sensible, he
है,
never
न कोई
complains about
complain
anyone,
करता
nor
है.
does anyone ever complain about him.
जहाँ है वहाँ समंदर से चल.
Wherever
ये भी
he
अच्छा
goes,
है.
he has the
बिल भी
sense
अच्छा है.
He knows how to conduct himself. Bill also is very beautiful. Bill should stand up too. Show your face to everyone. Am I saying the right thing, Bill? You look at yourself, don't you? You don't bother looking at others. And you look at Baba. That's why I want to give you that love. And you just say, it's okay, everything's fine, everything's fine. These are all very good methods. Ashok Bhai shared a very beautiful experience with me. Stand up, share your face. And as he was sharing the experience, he made my eyes moist. No, stand up again. He's really focused on his yoga this time. But he's sitting down far too quickly. And the little one? I don't know who the little one is. His name is Babu Bhai and he's like a senior. And Mitesh, I think. He's little, but he does big things. If you want to learn how to live your life, learn from them. If you want to learn how to live, if you want to learn to conduct yourself with truth, if you want to live in Baba's heart, then learn from one another, be inspired from by one another. Somebody shared this experience. This time I realized that my activity, my internal stage should be like that. That it should give inspiration to others. It's taken me this long to understand. 20 years it's taken me and now I've got it. And that's good too. And even if you understand that today, and you have that thought inside, Baba, you see, Baba, I'm going to do this. I'll be the one who did this. Once Gulzar Dadi had said, Baba, you say we have to do this. And when you say that, Baba, I think to myself, yes, Baba, I'm ready to do this. I'll definitely do this for you. Not that I'm waiting for someone else to do it and then I'll do it. But no, Baba, I'll do this for you. It's about to be 12 o'clock, so I'm going to give Toli a minute. So I would like to say a special welcome to everybody who's just come and a special farewell to those who filled themselves with so much from Madhuban. That's what the Toli is for. So last word, don't miss traffic control, just miss Amrit Vela, don't miss the evening meditation, and don't miss the good night meditation. What I mean to say is, don't miss out on any type of effort you can possibly make, because there's a great deal of help